All right. Good morning, world. Phil Davis here with Phil TV. I just wanted to come on and review something real quick about the recent Trump rally shooting. Found a clip online where a witness attended the rally and had a few things to say that caught my attention. Um, so, with that said, we're going to jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here. Right. So I'm hoping you guys are able to see the screen. I'm going to do this just to be sure. I'm going to go online with my phone and pull up my channel and confirm that I am broadcasting. So let's go here. Yeah, so it says I'm live. Let's see. It says that I'm live, but let's hit the live button. It shows me live. There we go. So yes. So you guys can see my screen. All right, let's turn that down. So I want to let's listen to what this one particular witness had to say.
Right, we couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But
Okay, so let's go here. I think I just ended my screen share, but I'm gonna go back there. Give me a second here. Something else I want to do. So keep that in mind. The entire time, this guy and whoever else was there around him, they spotted the guy going up the side of the building with a rifle hanging on his back. They're out there yelling and pointing, telling the police there's someone's climbing up the side of the building with the rifle on him. Nothing happens. No one attempted to stop the speech. No one did anything to apprehend this person climbing up the side of the building. So I want to go. My son's here watching TV and distracting. I want to go here. Let me get back in here and share my screen again. Let's go pull up this page. I'm hoping you guys can see it right here. I went online and I Googled duties of secret intelligence agency. So keep in mind, uh, this rally is supposed to be protected by the Secret Service Intelligence Agency. So, the duties of the Secret Intelligence Agency is the U.S. Secret Services Intelligence Division develops threat assessments and advanced work to identify potential risks to protectees. Secret Service's mission is to protect the safety and security of key locations, that location that the rally was held in, events of national significance, and protectees. The Secret Service also investigates crimes against the United States financial system, including cyber crimes. All right. The next heading says the Secret Service's responsibilities include protection. The Secret Service protects the country's most important leaders, buildings, and special events. They use a combination of bodyguards, intelligence gathering, and technology to provide this protection. The Secret Service is also the lead agency for planning, coordinating, implementing security operations for national special security events. So, with all that said, we're going to go back here. All that information of what the duties of the secret intelligence agencies are. This was still allowed to happen. Let's go back here, hear a little bit more what this guy has to say.
Everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, we just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching. But you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so after the guy was able to climb the side of the building, get in position, and aim towards Trump and shoot into the crowd, then the Secret Services reacted. Feeling like this could have been prevented if someone was listening to this guy here. Let's see, can I get back to that video? How did I lose it? All right, let's go back. Let's go back and finish hearing what else happened. I don't know why it does that when I.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It appears that Donald Trump has been hit in the right ear after this attempted assassination at his rally in Pennsylvania today. The law enforcement officials have said that the former president was quickly pulled away by the Secret Service agents, and his campaign team now say that.
Right, so he was hit in the right ear. They zoomed in right there. You can see the blood on the ear. In a group that I'm in on Facebook, we had a few people insinuating that this entire thing was staged, that it's fake. They were claiming that if he got hit in the ear, they were wondering why you couldn't see there's no tear or a bullet hole or wound or anything like that. But from what I've been hearing from Candace Owens' podcast this morning, it sounded like the bullet hit a teleprompter and some glass flew from that shot and hit him in the ear. But we can clearly see that he is bleeding, and there's a little, I don't know what that is right there, little white spot or something. I don't know what that is, but that is blood.
He's doing fine. The attack by a shooter who law enforcement officials say was neutralized by the Secret Service was the first attempt to assassinate a president or presidential candidate since Ronald Reagan was shot in 1981. It comes during a turbulent period in American political history, just 4 months from the presidential elections and days before Trump is to be officially named the Republican nominee at his party's convention. Two officials have said that the shooter was not an attendee at the rally and was killed by U.S. Secret Service agents. Eyewitnesses are said to have seen a man climbing on a roof for several minutes before the shooting began. The officials said the shooter was engaged by members of the U.S. Secret Service counter-assault team and killed. The heavily armed tactical team travels everywhere with former presidents and current presidents and major party nominees, and is meant to confront any active threats while other agents focus on safeguarding and evacuating the person at the center of the protection. Butler County District Attorney Richard Goldlinger said in a phone interview that the suspected gunman was dead and at least one rally attendee was killed. Trump was at the time showing off a chart of border crossing numbers during his last rally before the RNC on Monday, when the shots began. It took 2 minutes from the moment of the first shot for Trump to be placed in a waiting SUV. In the video pictures that we've seen, the Secret Service rush on top of Donald Trump to try and protect him. He looks quite bewildered. His hair is tousled, his shirt is open, and you can see blood around his right ear. He then, as he's being removed from the podium, appears to mouth the words "fight" and fist pumps the air several times. As the first pop...
Yeah, so it looks like yeah, they just lit a fire right there. Seems like the guys reacted pretty quick after the shots took place. But again, I feel like a lot of this could have been prevented if someone were just paying attention to witnesses in the crowd. That really has me a bit puzzled and wondering why wasn't anyone paying attention to those people that were trying to point out the gunman crawling up on the roof. Said that this guy here, what is his name, Anthony Davis, said that it took about 2 minutes to get Trump into a protected vehicle after the shots. That seems like quite a while, but taking into consideration that that place was pretty crowded and they had to be cautious about moving through because there was no telling if there was any more gunmen out in the area. I guess 2 minutes is a reasonable time. But, my question still stays on why wasn't anyone paying attention to those witnesses in the crowd that spotted the gunman? And the witness in the crowd, they could see the gunman. Where were the police? What were they looking at? What were the secret intelligence guys focused on as well? Their duty is to surveil, to put surveillance on the entire event, all the buildings and everything, the people around it. I feel like they fell short on that. I wouldn't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist and say that they were all in on it. I just feel like they probably fall short. But they got him out of there, got him safe. And moving forward, we will be looking out to see what other coverage comes from this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment. Thank you. This is Phil TV. signing off. Tap in.